Ladies and gentlemen, we have some good news and bad news. Well, let's start off with the bad news. Windows 10 strikes again, as I've already mentioned like several times, or probably put in the comments section of one of my videos. Windows 10 has screwed me over again, and this time around it has pretty much not only took over my sound, like the audio that's coming out of my speakers, but also the microphone as well. It pretty much killed my mic, and I had to do a factory reset just so that my mic, or not just my webcam, but also my mic on my headphone set and recording, or any mic for that matter, the mic port, that's what it is. The mic port itself was shot to hell, as well as the speakers, courtesy of the update that was recently released this month. This is the same thing that happened back in, I do believe, last year, if I'm not mistaken. Because I was doing Wind Waker last year. In the middle of that playthrough, the Windows 10 update completely took out everything. Which left me with no sound, it left me with no camera, it left me with no audio. Same way it did now. And I actually had a restore point once I got everything the way it was, so that it wouldn't happen. Guess what? That clever little update ended up getting rid of my restore point to make it the restore point. So I had to redo everything. Yes, in case anybody's asking the question, Windows 10 is by far the worst OS in the entirety of the Windows lineup. Even worse than 8. Because yeah, last time I checked, I had to do that with Windows 8. And Windows 8 was a piece of shit. Not gonna sit here and lie to you, it was a piece of shit. And I can't go back to Windows 8 or 7 now because of the factory reset. 10 is permanently on my laptop. I just hope to God that I don't have to have another update which will screw over my computer royally. I will say this though. This hurts any chances of me continuing Dynasty Warriors 4 for a while. Because not only do I have to get all of the software back in order and get the USB ports back in order so it'll recognize my capture card, but also I have to do that on a busy schedule because my job is picking up between now and the rest of the year. Because on top of the fact that I'll be working like a whole week with only maybe one day off. I'll be working several hours next week, and on top of the fact that there's still the fact of Thanksgiving. It's gonna be a busy month between the end of this month and the beginning of next year. So I'll try to do the best I can to try to get Dynasty Warriors back. It may take a while. It may take a while because of my schedule. And because of the maintenance I'm going to have to do to my computer. I'm not trying to do this to blackball anybody. This is Windows 10's fault. And I download this thinking, hey, it'll be better than 8. Boy, was I wrong. Now, there is a bit of good news. As you can see, the camera's back. That's the good thing. As you saw, at least the factory reset didn't affect the Game Boy emulator that I was using, nor Camtasia for that matter. At least that was fine. It's the capture card that's the problem, which in turn will screw me over. But at the end of the day, I'll try to get as much as I can done. Although I will have to leave some sort of project, so at least I won't have like dead space or things like that. So there is a project that I'm going to be working on. It's only like a 2-part project. Sadly, it's back to going to Final Fantasy 15 because guess what 15 does in the middle of this month as well. Well, actually at the beginning of this month, at the end, near the end of September. They decided to put a crossover between Terra Battle and Final Fantasy 15, and that's what those 2 parts are going to be. And that's pretty much going to be it for Final Fantasy. This time around, that really will be all of the stuff that's non-DLC. Unless they add some more DLC. This also will... Actually, this won't really affect my review. I kind of have to like work a little bit towards that. It'll at least give me more time to work on the review now that this has happened, but I'm still going to have to work on my capture card. The problem now that I am facing is the fact that thanks to Koei and their infinite wisdom, now I'm going to have to redo the script all over again, because guess what? They also announced that they were going to release multiplayer on Dynasty Warriors 9, which, by the way, I'm going to have to redo the script because it was almost done. Oh yeah, and download the script. I'm going to have to download like Word Processing Office again, which is what I was doing as a substitute for Microsoft Word, considering that it's no longer a thing now, thanks to Microsoft and its infinite wisdom. So I'm going to have to redo the whole script of Dynasty Warriors 9 all over again, thanks to Koei. Why can't things ever work my way? Whatever the case, I'll try to do the best I can to try to give you all the best entertainment possible. It's going to be hell, though, because it's going to be a busy 3 months, but it'll be well worth it by the end of the time by the time I get it done. I'll keep you guys posted as usual if nothing happens to my capture card, or actually something already happened to my capture card. I meant if nothing happens to my audio or my camera again this time around. I hope to God that if I do a restore point before all this nonsense happened, that Microsoft's Windows 10 doesn't just like save over the restore point again with another cheesy update that'll pretty much screw me over again. I hope to God that they don't. That would be a pain in the ass if they do, and defeat the purpose of me trying to get my computer back in working order. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much the gist of what's going on. At least I'm trying to get you guys at least informed of what's going on. So on that note, I will see you guys like later on in the week with an update. And I do believe the Final Fantasy 15 Terra crossover is going to be happening a little bit soon. And no, this did not happen because of the fact that the Namen territories was the next battle. I promise you it didn't, because I've been practicing on that before this happened. And unfortunately, before I could actually get a recording, poof, I couldn't even use my microphone. And actually, let's put it like this. When it did happen, it was like a high-pitched buzzing sound, which pretty much almost blew out my goddamn speakers. Yeah, this was actually Microsoft's doing, not my computer. Now, my computer actually suffered things like parental logic and is still working. And by the way, that was at least damn near 9-10 years ago. So I still don't know why the hell Microsoft would release such a crappy OS. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep you guys posted on the progress on what I'm doing on my channel, provided I'm not too busy to do so. So on that note, I'll see you guys next time.